What if your advisor is afraid to help you? Okay, this sounds a little funny, but look at it this way. You are in the midst of a COVID crisis. You wish to remove money from equity, not because you have a cash flow problem, but because you think the market is going to go lower. You have been told, you have been reading that it's only the FANG which is doing well, add Microsoft to it. So MFANG or FANGM is the only thing which is doing well. So out of the S&P 500, it is S&P 5 versus S&P 495. In India, it is the Reliance which is doing well, or maybe a couple of other shares are doing well, others are doing badly. Therefore, it is a good time to be exiting the markets and waiting for the markets to come down. This is your thought. Now, you are a 50-year-old accountant, chartered accountant working in the accounts department or CFO of a group or a small company. And your advisor is a 28-year-old or a 26-year-old girl who has been helping you. Now, when you come and tell her this, that I think the market is going to go down, I've been watching television and so said this, and the chances are that girl is intimidated by you and she believes that, wow, here is a person who is so senior, so much experience, who is telling me this. Should I now counter him and say, sir, anyway you require money for the long run, why are you removing money? Because if things were to go wrong, and market were to go down, then he will turn around and say, look, I said, but you came as an expert and you overruled me. That is a high risk for her. She is a beginner as far as the markets are concerned. Maybe 2-3 years she's been into this profession. She doesn't really understand equity. She comes from a background where her father kept all his money in SBI fixed deposits and PPF and stuff like that. So she's not got any great equity exposure. Whatever exposure she has is to Twitter and Facebook, and the amount of shit that she has read there, she doesn't really know what to do. And she has not been trained in anything. I mean, passing one exam to qualify to sell mutual funds, it doesn't really prepare you for life. Now, do you expect this 25-year-old or a 24-year-old to stand up to a 50-year-old man and say, sir, I think this is what you should do? Chances are absolutely remote. Next thing which happens is she goes and attends meetings of her ilk. Now, her ilk is supposed to help you with the documentation, etc., etc. However, her ilk talks like they are fund managers. So each guy there has an opinion. There she meets another 60-year-old and another 55-year-old who say, I think you should take some money off the table and keep it at home, right? So why? What is wrong in booking profits? So she comes back doubly reinforced that what you said is right, and she feels, wow, this guy was so correct. He's not in the markets for this, but he still knows exactly what is going to happen in equity markets. So I would think that the advisors are not fearful when others are greedy. They are not greedy when others are fearful. It's very difficult for them. Look at the circumstances in which they operate. They go and meet fund managers who are perennially optimistic about their fund. And every fund manager or every CIO handles 40 funds. You can be sure that some fund will do well, and 6 months later they say, see, we told you that this fund will do well. It is a US fund, it is a Sri Lanka fund, it is a Brazil fund, doesn't matter. The question is, how much of your total client money or your own money will you put into a Sri Lanka fund, even assuming it is going to do very well, even you are 100% sure that it will do very well. Will you commit more than 5% of your portfolio or 7% of your portfolio? Chances are you will not. Right. So, given the fact that she is unable to pull you out of what the direction in which you are going, there's a greater chance that she will push you in that direction or go reach that position and again pull you and say, yes sir, I think taking some money off is always useful. So you will take some money off, and after 3 months, if the market is up, poor girl, she will have no place to hide, but you may have forgotten that you insisted on this change and she only helped you. She gave you a helping hand, which she shouldn't have. but that is obviously her limitation of understanding of equities. You, the 50-year-old man, should understand the implication of equity and understand her behavior. She is not behaving normally. She is a little scared of you. She is intimidated by you. So she does not want to have a proper conversation with you, and she dare not disagree with a guy whose view is sought by his own group, etc. So chances are she's unable to give you the correct advice. Let's put it that way. So she's also swayed by what is happening in the market, what her peer group tells her, and the guys who's managing more money all talk like experts. Then the fund manager comes and says, you, during these times, you should not look at PE. Don't look at the US market for the last 8 years. Look at the 20-year on a 20-year basis, we are still way below where we should have been. You will get to hear all this stuff. The question is how much of it you believe, and how much of it that girl is willing to read, understand, believe, and forcefully say it. It's very difficult. That is the limitation of seeking advice from somebody who's much younger than you and who's intimidated by you. So don't intimidate. Ask her, make her comfortable, tell her what do you think. First listen, then talk. If she says, oh, this is what is going to happen, etc., then you can counter it and say, yeah, I agree, I only have a 8-year-old daughter and I need money only when she wants to do her post-graduation. She's going to do her undergraduation in India. So, you keep talking like that, and then you realize you will get the complete truth from her. After that, whatever is your view, execute that. Don't confuse her by giving your views, because your bias may be showing. Thank you.